Hello students, welcome back to Mature Technologies video. I am your English teacher Tanuja Sharma and today we are going to start with the second part of the chapter number 4, adjectives. Now children, we have in the previous session we have already studied what are adjectives. Adjectives are describing words, right? And we also studied various kind of adjectives like adjective of quality, adjective of quantity, adjective of number, demonstrative adjective, possessive adjectives and interrogative adjective. Now, today we are going to do degrees of adjectives. What are we going to do? Degrees of adjectives. Now, what are degrees of adjectives? Children, degrees of adjectives, we use them when there is some comparison. When we do comparison of two or more things, then we use degrees of adjectives. All right. Now, first reason is that we use degrees of adjectives for comparison. This is the primary reason for using degrees of adjective. Now, what are degrees of adjective? How many kinds of degrees of adjective are there? That we are going to study. So, let's start the topic. There are 3 degrees of adjective. The first one is positive degree. The second one is comparative degree. And the third one is superlative degree. So, these are the 3 degrees we have under degrees of adjective. Now, how to use them, where to use them, that we will study. First, I will come to positive degree. Positive degree, in positive degree, we use the original form of the adjective, original word. That the original word we use under positive degree. Second thing is that under positive degree, when we use positive degree, we declare that there is no comparison of things with the other. Got my point? When we use positive degree, when there is no comparison. When there is no comparison. All right. Now, coming to comparative degree. When do we use comparative degree? When there is comparison between two things, two nouns, you can say. Comparison between, this is the short form for between. Comparison between two things. All right. And when do we use superlative degree? See, when there is comparison between more than two things, two nouns, you can say. All right. So, superlative positive degree when there is no comparison, comparative degree when there is comparison between two nouns, and superlative degree when there is comparison between among, not between, among more than two nouns. All right. Now, I'll just draw a few things and then I'll let you know what, then it will become more easy for you to understand degrees. See, this is a box. Now, this is also a box, and now this is a big box, this is bigger box, and this is biggest box. Just see that. Big positive degree, bigger than the previous one. This is comparative degree, comparison between these two boxes. And when there is comparison between all the three, that is superlative biggest. Got my point? Now it is more clear to you what we are studying today. When not big, bigger, all the adjectives. This box is big, fine. We agree that this is a big box. This box is bigger than the previous one, and this is the biggest. Let's see few more examples. If I say that there is a pen, all right. Now, just see that this is a long pen, this is longer, and this is longest. Long, longer, longest. All right. This is when there is no comparison. Comparison between two pens and comparison between more than two pens. So, these are degrees of adjectives. When we don't have any comparison, we use positive degree. When we have comparison between two things, two nouns, then we use comparative degree. And when there is comparison among more than two nouns, then we use superlative degrees. Now children, we will understand how to change positive degree into comparative and superlative. So let's start with the rules of degrees of adjectives. How to change degrees of adjective. Now before starting degrees of adjective, I want to tell you one more point, that is, just see the statements which I am going to write. Ram is a tall boy. Rahul is taller than Ram. Ram is a tall boy. Rahul is taller than Ram. Rohan is the tallest among all. Now just see that here in positive degree, it is a positive degree, there is no comparison. Ram is a tall boy, we have declared that Ram is a tall boy. There is no comparison with other boys. Second statement is of comparative degree. Rahul and Ram are compared. Children, always remember this. Comparative degree sentences, when we compare two things, that means we are talking about comparative degree, we will always use the word then. Comparative degree, how you will know that this is the sentence of a comparative degree? That it will always have word then in it. Now, third sentence is of superlative degree. Rohan is the tallest among all. Now, just find out what are the adjectives or in the sentence. Tall, taller, tallest. Tall, taller, tallest. These are the adjectives in the sentence. Rohan is the tallest among all. When we talk about superlative degree, there is always an article is used, and what is that article? The. Every superlative degree, each superlative degree always carry the article the before it. We put the before superlative degrees. Remember that. So, this can be also a difference between all the degrees, that in positive degree we can use any article before adjective and it is in its original form. That is the first thing. Rahul is taller than Ram. When we use the word then, we can come to know that comparison between two nouns has been done and it is the case of comparative degree. Third, Rohan is the tallest among all. If the is used before the adjective, then we can say that it is superlative degree, as in front of superlative degrees only we use the article the. All right, clear to you all? Now let's move how to change positive degree into comparative and superlative. See, in positive degree the adjective is in original form. So, there is nothing to be done. For example, if I say just take tall, just say take short. We are just taking examples. Now, when we change this short into comparative degree, what we will do? We will add ER. What are we going to do? The first and basic rule is that we are going to add ER. And what are we going to get? shorter, shorter, shorter. Got my point? Now, when we are going to change this comparative degree into superlative degree, what we are going to do? We are going to add est into positive degree. Alright. With positive degree, we are going to add est. And what are we going to get? Shortest. So, this was the basic rule we use. First rule is into positive degree. When we are changing for positive degree to comparative degree, we add er in comparative degree and est in in superlative degree. Now, the second rule is when the word already ends with e. Alright, when the word is already end with e. For example, wise. Alright, now here wise is already ending with e. So what we are going to do? Just change the basic rule. Just change the basic rule. What are we going to do? Remove e and just add r to it. Wise plus r. What do we get? What are we going to get? Wiser and here. What are we going to do? Instead of est, we are just going to add st. Already e is there, so we are not going to add e, only st. Wise plus st. What are we going to get? Wisest. I hope this is clear to you. These two rules are clear to you. Now, let us come to the third rule. And the third rule says, when the word ends with y. For example, happy. Alright, the word is ending with y. The word is ending with y. And now children, this before this y, just before this y, if a consonant is coming, you know, other than the vowels, all the other letters are known as consonant. A, E, I, O, U are the vowels, rest other letters, rest other alphabets are consonants, right? Now, if before y a consonant is coming, then what we are going to do in comparative degree, how we are going to change this positive degree into comparative degree? We are going to remove y, and we are going to add IER. Happy plus IER. Remove y. What it will come? HAPP IER. Alright, happier. Now, coming to superlative degree. Same thing, we are going to remove Y and add IEST. Happy plus IEST. What are we going to get? Remove Y, HAPPIEST. Happiest. I hope this is clear to you. Happy, the word is ending with Y, having a consonant before it. Then in comparative degree, remove Y, add IER. Just remember, what are we adding? What are we adding? The basic rule is to add ER. If the word is already ending with E, then only R. And if the word, the adjective is ending with Y, having a consonant before it, then we are going to add IER and eliminate Y. I hope this is clear to you. Now let's move upon the fourth rule of changing positive degree to comparative degree. Now children, there are few words which takes single syllable in them. Now what is single syllable? See, just when you talk, when you speak a word, if your chin moves only for once, if your this chin moves only for once, you can feel the vibration in your chin. Alright, just feel the vibration in your chin when you speak a word. If there is a single vibration in your chin, then that means that word is having a single syllable. Alright, this is known as syllable. If your chin moves more than once, that means it has, if you feel the vibration for 2 times, that means it is having 2 syllables. If it moves for 3 times, then you are having 3 syllables, and like that. So if there is single syllable in the adjective, then what are we going to do? We are going to double the consonant, the ending consonant, alright, double the ending consonant and add ER. Example, just see the example. Hot. Now just feel the vibration. Hot, hot. Only for once your chin moved. Hot. Big, big. Only for once your chin moved. There is a single vibration, right? So what are we going to do? We are going to double this consonant, the ending consonant. Double the ending consonant. Double ending consonant, double consonant, add ER. So what are we going to do? What are we going to get? Hotter, double TER. Fine. And in superlative degree, what are we going to do? Again, double the consonant, and add EST. What are we going to get? Which word? Hottest. Double TEST. Hottest. I hope this is clear to you. This rule is clear to you all. When you have single syllable in an adjective, then just double the ending consonant and add ER or est. Hot, hotter, double T, er. Then in superlative degree, double the consonant and add est, hottest, double T, est. I hope this is clear to you now. Now, let's move with the fifth rule. Now, children, what is the fifth rule? Fifth rule says that many of the positive degrees can be changed by adding more or most, more in comparative degree and most in superlative degree. Now, there is also a rule for that, in which words you have to add more or most to change the degrees. Children, there are few adjectives which ends with a suffix, For example, full, exciting, full, FUL, full, exciting, ING, able, ABLE, able. Now, these are few adjectives which add with some suffix. Alright. When the adjective ends with suffix, we cannot apply the basic rule of adding ER or EST or IER. We cannot use that basic rule. So, what are we going to do? We are going to put more in front of that. Just see, beautiful, or you can say careful, careful. Now, this word, this adjective is ending with a suffix at the end. Alright, careful. So, what are we going to do? We are going to add more in front of it, in comparative degree. Just add more plus the word careful, and what are we going to get? More careful. More careful. Same case over here. In superlative degree, instead of more, we are going to add most. Most plus careful, and what are we going to get? Most careful. I hope this is clear. When the adjective is ending with any kind of suffix, just add more in comparative degree and most in superlative degree. Now, let's read the last rule of changing a positive degree into a comparative or superlative. Now, there are few irregular adjectives. What are they known as? Irregular adjectives. They are not regular. Now, there are some few irregular adjectives in which, in their case, we change the whole word in comparative or superlative degree. Just see how. Now, the sixth rule, I will be explaining it with an example only. For example, good. When we change good into comparative degree, we do not add gooder. We do not say gooder. No. What are we going to do? we are just going to change the word. Good, better, and here in superlative degree it will be best. Good, better, best. Again, see another example for this. Bad. In comparative degree, it will be bad, worse, worst. Bad, worse, worst. All right. Now, you can add, you can take few more examples like this. More or many. More or many. More or many. Sorry, much. It's not more, it's much. Much or many. More or it is most. Much and many changes to more and most. So, these are the few rules for changing positive degree into comparative and superlative. Alright, I have already told you that positive degree there is comparison, comparative degree there is comparison between two nouns, and superlative degree when there is comparison between more than two nouns. Remember, it always takes the word then, and here the is used before superlative degrees. I hope this is clear to you. Revise the chapter, revise whatever I have taught you today, and definitely you are going to understand. This is all from my side today. Thank you and have a nice day.